The right number of credit cards depends on your habits, not your ego. There isn't a perfect card count because the risk isn't evenly spread across people. Copying an influencer with 10 cards can backfire if you assume more cards automatically hurt you, or if you're only watching due dates and nothing else. Extra cards can help rewards, but chasing points while ignoring annual fees can erase the gain. And the biggest difference is debt risk. More available credit only helps if you don't use it to spend more. The real limit on how many cards you should have is how reliably you can manage them. One missed payment can damage your score for years, so autopay the minimum as a backup, even if you pay manually. Also learn your statement date, because that's when utilization, your reported balance compared to your limit, usually gets captured. More cards also means more fraud alerts to monitor, and the grace period is easy to lose if you carry a balance. If cash flow can't support paying in full, add fewer cards. More cards can help your credit score, but only in specific ways, and the timing matters. Extra total credit limits can lower utilization, and that often helps, especially if your balances stay the same. The trade-off is that each new card typically creates a hard inquiry and lowers your average age of accounts, and too many new accounts in a short window is a red flag. What reports is often your statement balance, not your due date payoff. And nothing beats avoiding late payments. A 30-day late can be a major drop. Even paid off, open cards can still help your utilization. For most people, the sweet spot is fewer cards than they think because simplicity protects you from interest and mistakes. One card works if you want set and forget, and you always pay in full. 2 cards usually covers the biggest spend categories, like groceries and gas, without much complexity. 3 cards can make sense for category-heavy spenders who track them consistently. Rotating categories are best for deal chasers who activate and remember. Travel perks only pay off for frequent travelers who use the credits. No setup is worth it if you ever carry a balance at high APR. A smarter way to choose your card count is to name the one problem you're solving. If you can't afford to pay the full statement balance each month, adding cards is usually a distraction. If you're paying an annual fee, do the math in dollars. If you don't use the perks, it's a loss. Read the fee box so you know late fees, penalty, APR rules, and balance transfer costs. If you're managing utilization, time it around the statement date, not just the due date. And think before closing cards because it can raise utilization by shrinking your total limit. If you only remember one number, utilization is usually based on your statement balance, not your due date payment. CreditCardAgent matches you to cards based on how you actually spend and shows the estimated dollar impact versus your current card, free, about 3 minutes, no login or credit check. Links in the description.